It's feeding time for these pigs at Stepney City Farm in London, and on the menu is food scraps. Reared entirely on permissible food waste, these pigs are the central focus of a new campaign called the Pig Idea, which is aiming to reintroduce feeding food scraps to pigs through new regulation.
The aim of the Pig Idea is to start a debate on the future of the swill industry. Currently, it's illegal to feed pigs restaurant and catering waste, and we want to try and change this. At the moment, we're feeding huge amounts of grain to pigs, and meanwhile, we're chucking out huge amounts of food waste. Pigs all over Europe are fed huge amounts of grain that's grown in the Amazon basin, in parts of North America, and that is just not a sustainable model. We won't be able to carry on doing it. So what we're doing is much ahead of the curve, is we're saying, look, let's look at this system, it's not sustainable, and let's look at very safe and intelligent ways to find different alternatives.
Pigswill, made from catering waste, was banned in the UK in 2001 following the outbreak of foot and mouth disease. Affected livestock were eventually culled in order to prevent the spread.
When the ban came in 2001, it's thought that foot and mouth disease was associated with the feeding of infected meat, which hadn't been cooked properly. What we want to do is stop that risk from ever happening again by cooking the food at certain temperatures, certain amount of time, which renders it completely safe not only for pigs to eat, but also for humans to eat. In centralised plants, which can then be sold onto pig farmers at a much lower cost than they're currently paying for grain, to not only help farmers, businesses, but also to help the environment as well.
What we're not campaigning for is a return to the old system of the swill industry. What we're campaigning for is research and a look at properly regulating the swill industry in much the same way that parts of North America do, parts of South Korea, parts of Japan do, where they have properly regulated and safe, robust systems, where they have factories that take in food waste, heat treat it effectively, and then pass that on to pigs.
The advantages of that diversion would mean avoiding the import of up to 40 million tonnes of soy meal to feed pigs. In 1 year, it would reduce the blight on 8.3 million hectares of land, 7 times the size of the Amazon rainforest. And figures show favouring food waste over commercial grain could liberate enough food to feed 3 billion people. Farmers can already feed some scraps to their pigs, including dairy, fruit and vegetables. The Pig Idea wants restaurants, hospitals, schools and caterers to be able to reintroduce a pig bin to their kitchens to save a wider variety of waste for feed. Pigs fed with this product could then be marketed as premium eco-pork, rewarding farmers who choose to rear their livestock in this way.
So the economic benefits are twofold. First of all, businesses can pay less to dispose of their waste. They're not sending it to landfills, they don't have landfill taxes, and generally pig farmers will pay for this as a product at the end. It's not for all farmers, but it's the choice is there, so the farmers can actually use this feed. Secondly, on the other hand, so farmers can buy this for a cheaper price. Farmers tend to spend 60 to 70% of their costs on grain and conventional feed. Instead, we would estimate that this would be a substantial amount lower, making it economically viable to rear pigs from small to large producers.
And what we want to do long term is really take this all the way up to Brussels, because it's a European-wide ban on the swill industry, and we really want to get politicians, farmers, veterinary societies talking about it, to really look at solutions to this. We're talking about let's find it sooner, let's put our heads together and think intelligently about it.